What's up, guys? It's Anthony here, Super Service. After a heated video, we're all good. Relax, relax, relax. Okay, so I had to make one. We had a negative review. Brady Stevens. He's very unhappy with us. He hates us. We are the worst thing since the plague. No, I don't know. I don't know how bad it is. Whatever. But okay, bad review. He deleted the review, which Julie doing stuff on the messenger. You know what? I tried to do everything public. Everything we do in this shop is public. Okay, there's no behind the curtains. There's no everybody that watches these videos know how we operate this business. And it is what it is. I mean, yeah. So, with that said, let me go ahead and explain the situation. Truck shows up. I mean, I got a lot full of trucks, you know, nothing comes in. A quick job can come in between jobs, you know, an injector here and there. But like when the intake jobs come in or big jobs come up, then, well, you know, they take about a 2-day job. My first bay is always booked. Nobody gets in the first bay on spur of the moment. Nobody does it. I mean, we're booking right now for like April. I mean, we're so far behind, it's ridiculous. Well, March, April. I don't know how. Julie tell you that. But, okay, truck shows up. I don't know if it was on the hook or not. I don't really see them. I generally just walk outside and see that they're on the hook, see that they're on the lot. Julie says, runs really bad, needs a possible compression test. I think that's what it started off with, was a compression test. Okay, so a truck needs a compression test, engine down, customer just bought the truck. Just bought it, which means, in my mind, I mean, order of importance is just that. You know, I take care of, I try the best to take care of everybody. Well, there's a pecking order in that. If people don't like it, I don't understand. You know, if somebody's on their 4th truck they brought to us and they just need an injector thrown in, they're going to bump in front of the very first freaking guy that's ever been here for. And that sucks, but you know what? When somebody spends that amount of money and they see a lot full of trucks and they pull in and I'm like, okay, it's just an injector, it's a 3-hour job. Man, knock it out. Get on in here. Let's do it real quick. Boom, knock it out, then it's gone. Done and gone. That's what keeps him coming back. You know, the first-time customers, we've been in business long enough now that, I mean, when people say they haven't heard about us, I don't know what to tell them. That's because they haven't done research. You know, if you do research about where to take your truck because it's a big decision, then they find us. That's what happens. So, right now, I'm just explaining why it took. I mean, I guess it took 2 weeks. I don't freaking know. I mean, you can negate that up to, he also said that the bill was $500 and it was $375, which no big deal, whatever. I round up like that too. Doesn't matter. But it's $375 was the bill for injector removal because we wanted to see if the tip was cracked. That's what we wanted to see. First, it was compression test, first thing. Compression test, injector removal, and I'm pretty sure we did a compression test after we put the injector back in too. I think. I don't know. I don't really remember. But the bill says compression test on the driver's side and injector removal. Okay, so we took the injector out and a compression test and put the injector back in and did diag and the video diags we do. We charge $100 for a video diag. I mean, or $50 for a non-video diag, which we don't really do much non-video diags. Generally, I only do a non-video if the customer is physically standing right here. If he's standing right here, I'll actually tell him, I'll be like, okay, I'm not going to be very good at remembering it. We'll put it on the bill. You know, I mean, it's whatever. I charged $50 for him for a long time, and I was like, you know what? Hell with it, man. $100. I've asked customers before, and they're like, I'll pay you $100 for that. They said, I don't care. So I'm like, I mean, don't be mad at me, man. I'm hungry. I got to, you know, I like to eat. I mean, you know, but whatever. So, his bill was $375 for a compression test and injector removal that failed. It failed a compression test. So what do you guys think I would tell him? Okay, you're injecting. Well, you know, and it failed. You just bought the truck from another shop. It was a shop. I don't know anything about all the shops. I don't keep up with all the shops. We have our own stuff going on here. I like to think we got better things to do than to worry about everybody else doing stuff. If I got to worry about all the other shops and keep up with what they do, I must not be very good at my job because I got all this time to bullshit around with other shops. No, you know. But, so it was bought from a shop. The dad, okay, I don't think Brady Stevens has ever even physically been to this shop. I don't think he's ever been here. So, the dad is one that was here. I don't remember what he looks like. I couldn't pick him out of a crowd, but the dad was here. And as far as what we was told, was that the shop they bought it from agreed to look at the truck. So when they agreed, which they should agree, I mean, come on. When they agreed to look at the truck, my first thought was, absolutely, let them do it. Because, and I mean, I tell everybody here, I don't hide, pull no punches. You all guys seen it on video. I've actually had new customers come in on video before, and you guys have seen how I reacted. I'll tell them, if they're gonna look at the truck and you just bought it from them, do that, because I'm gonna stomp a hole in your wallet with this freaking engine. Because bare minimum, it's cab off. Now you can yank the head off, cab on, you can do that. I've done it before, but you know what? It's some ghetto ass repair. We don't do ghetto ass repairs here. I mean, we try not to. You know, something like that, without knowing the condition, we do not want to get ourselves in a position where we yank the head off and see the cylinder wall scored. If the cylinder is scored and we went all the time to yank the head off, now we got to go through all the time, either yank the cab off or yank the engine out the front. When our time would be better spent to right off the bat, you drop a compression test and the injector's good, cab off, period. Right now, cab off. We are ready to do any repair that you want to do. Any repair. We can do it. We do that shit cab on, we take one head off on one side and we see the cylinder scored and then, you know, and then me personally, I make videos of it. I show the cylinders, you know, I mean, it's a downward spiral. That's what it is, you know. I mean, just like John's here, the one in Washington State that we're doing right now. It took like 10 to 11 thousandths to clean up, and we had considered not rebuilding it. At the very beginning, we was like, well, we'll see what the cylinders look like. It took 10,000. His block had to go 20 over to clean up, not just 10. That tells you these trucks can be deceiving. You can drive it, think it's running good, and it still need a rebuild. You know, I mean, and whatever. I mean, will it run? Sure. You know, I've said that phrase before too. Ran when it got here, but is it right? Is it? I mean, can you know that? Hey, I just spent, like he said, okay. Back to it. So, what we was told was he was going to look at it. We was going to look at the shop was going to look at the truck. Good deal. All right, he's going to look at the truck. So, take it to him, because I'm $12,000 to $15,000 depending on what we see. Well, yeah, it's $12,000 to $15,000 because if we need block, if we need to machine the block, whatever we got to do, you know. I mean, that's ready. I mean, he definitely would have gotten the option. I would have pulled the cab off. You know, pulling the cab off, R&I the cab with possibly one head would have probably been about $2,700 in parts or in labor. Maybe $2,500 in labor. That's what I would have charged, $2,500 to raise a cab. Then we yank it down, pull one head off. I would have pulled that one head off and left the other one on, then called the customer. The customer would have showed up here. Okay, so when he shows up and we see that hole in there, we see a bolt or whatever the heck it was, well then we decide, okay, you want to just, we can't machine the one head. I mean, we can, but you're going to be pushing oil. But that's fine. If you don't care that we seal up one head on one half of the engine, we seal that one up, put a fresh machined head on this side. Don't do anything with the other side, no machining. Those valves are not sealed. None of the rings in the engine are sealed. They're all, as the engine wears, they all start to leak together. So then you're going to tighten up this one. So you're going to tighten up this one, it'll put more pressure on the rest of the three, the pistons and the other head. Whatever, it is what it is. If he wants to overlook that, fine, let him overlook it. That's okay. We could have done that, but I would have made a video about it. Like, hey, if this has blow-by, if this has any oil consumption, say it had none before and now it's going to start using half a quart an oil change. Say a quarter an oil change. I can't do anything about that. The only thing I can do about that is address it while the wallet is out. Bang for your buck. That's what the whole thing's about. So, took it to another shop. As far as what we were told, it was going back to the shop that he bought it from. Now, who knows what the story is? Who knows what actually happened? I don't know. Honestly, I really don't care. At the end of the day, it was a $375 compression test and injector removal. Yeah, I stand behind that. If anybody wants me to do a compression test on the driver's side of their truck with a video, with 2 video diags, and pull an injector, check the tip, re-ring the injector, and put it back in. If you want me to do that to your truck, it's $375. That's what it costs. Which actually, compression test, normally I do both sides. Just the compression test alone is $400 on both sides. That's what I charge for it. But we threw in the injector removal on the one side and just did one. So injector R&I is $250. So I charged him $125 to compression test the driver's side and the diags. So you tell me how bad of a deal he got. You know, if he got a bad deal and he's all pissed off, and supposedly it took 2 weeks. I mean, I could imagine a week, maybe a week and a half. I don't freaking know. I don't remember that specific instance. A truck comes on the hook, it's got a down cylinder, it's running really bad, and it's a new purchase. It's, you know what? I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you're gonna have to wait. I mean, because when it pulls in, we were just about ready to work on it. You know, not ready to take the cab off of it, but whatever. So that's my story about my one negative review. It's on another Facebook shop in Bonner Springs, Kansas. There's a shop in Bonner Springs, Kansas that has a negative review about us. I don't take negative reviews lightly at all. So that's why I'm making this video. We got a negative review. I want the story to be known. You're not just going to give a negative review and both sides not to be told. So all I know is what happened under my roof. That's what I know, and what was told under my roof. I don't. And then another one when he said he called. He said I should have called him before making a video. The last video I was pissed. I was mad. Before making a video, I should have called him. Really? I don't think so, man. I mean, because before you made the negative reviews, you didn't call us. So what I feel is, if you want to be upset, use every resource you have. Facebook, family, friends, the freaking do smoke signals with a fire. I don't care. Tell everybody you know. And I'm going to use every resource I've got to tell everybody I know about what happened. So we can go like this. I don't care. It doesn't matter. But we're going to tell, the story will be told, and the fact of the matter is I gave a $375 compression test. Now, the other side of that story, Brady, bring your dad. You and your dad suit up, show up to the shop. I will give you your money back for your compression test. You can have your money back, because I don't have unhappy customers. You want to be unhappy? I'll give you your money back. That'll X out being a customer. You want to talk about waste of time? I don't know what to tell you. What kind of thought process would go through your mind when you just bought a truck, you just bought the truck, and you don't take it back to where you bought it from? When it's missing, when a cylinder's missing, when it's running real bad, you don't take it back to where you bought it from? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe that, now I don't remember the instance, again, but maybe that is why you sat outside for 2 freaking weeks. Maybe you should have brought it here, since you knew about us, obviously, because the truck shows up. Maybe you should have brought it here before you bought it. Maybe you should have done that, but you didn't. So, you know, I mean, take it back to the shop that it came from. That's what it comes down to, you know. And so that's what happened, and that's what we knew what happened, as far as what we knew. So I don't know, guys. I mean, if there's any questions, I'll try to respond to them. I try to do on these, but I'm just using the resources I got to explain why we have a negative review, you know, because I don't take it lightly. I mean, and it'd be different if it was a big job, like something that we actually did something. You know, we ran a test. We ran a test, and he didn't like the outcome. And he didn't like that it was $12,000 to $15,000 was my assessment. He probably would have gotten out of here for about $5,000, maybe 4,500, maybe, if he would have wanted to do the bare minimum. We're not a bare minimum type of shop, so we can do the bare minimum, but I mean, it's just I will definitely, you will leave here, if we do bare minimum on your truck, you will leave here very well educated about what to look for if issues happen in the future, because we, you know, I just don't take it lightly. I mean, there's only so many hours in the day I like to work on one truck and have that truck be done. Doesn't always happen like that, but that's what we like to do. So there's my, I don't know if I got everything out, but that's my review on him. That's my my side of the story. That's my side of the story. So I don't know, guys. I mean, hopefully that If I got to, I mean, if I miss something, I'm sure I will. I always think of this afterwards. I'll be over there. I got to build John's engine this morning. Got to final clean it, build it, and I'm sure I'll be thinking of stuff that I should have said on here. But you know, at the end of the day, I mean, I try to take care of everybody, and it's $375. And if he said the other shop's going to look at it, then let him go look at it. Yeah, it's 12 to 15 grand. That's how much it costs. So sucks. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. 15 freaking minutes. Damn, I wish I could have got my point across quicker. That sucks. All right, guys, that's it. Have a good day.